Hello and welcome back. Paolo, your host, another conversation on artificial intelligence. Today, I want to talk to you about an interview that I just had with the VP of Machine Learning at Future 8, an interesting Silicon Valley startup, a person by the name of Jennifer Prendki. So we had a very interesting conversation. And today, we targeted an area of machine learning that is usually neglected, and that is data preparation. Yet, 90% of data scientists' time goes into data preparation. And 90% of your money, of your budget, actually goes into data preparation. Now, if you're interested and you're watching this on YouTube, click on the subscription and follow us on the channel so that you can see the full interview. So let me summarize a few points of the interview for you. First, the first finding that we discovered by talking to Jennifer is that today, the amount of data that companies have at their disposal is such that they cannot find anymore enough human beings able to prepare this data appropriately. And prepare, in this case, means label. What does label really is? So suppose you have two pens, a blue pen and a black pen, okay? So labeling is something very simple. It's basically showing to a human being a picture of a blue pen that can be like this, that can be like that, that can be like that, like this, like that, and asking the human being to put the label on this pen, which is going to be blue, and then showing a number of pictures to another human being, or the same, with the pen that is black, and just asking to identify if the pen is black or not. So that's what labeling is. So it's a very manual, intensive operation. And what Jennifer is saying is basically, we do not have, one, enough people to do that job accurately without problems. Two, even if we had, the amount of time that we need to spend for doing that job is too high to basically serve the needs of many companies that have to develop algorithms in various areas, in various industry verticals and various functions. So because of that, the second point that we discussed in the interview is basically that a form of automation is needed in this area of machine learning. And what Jennifer and his team are working on is a technique that is called active learning. Basically, in a nutshell, what it is, it's a way to take a very large amount of data and say, okay, of all this data, I just need this, this, and this in order to learn. And so I'm going to tag those data in a selective way. I'm not going to use the entire world of data, but only a small amount of it. So that's very interesting. And then we moved into looking a little bit what's going to happen in the future. And Jennifer made a very remarkable statement. And she said that the amount of data that we have at disposal today is so large that adding more data to algorithms does not result in more information. So basically, we have so much data available that the noise in information is increasing. Think of it, it's when somebody's telling you so much stuff that you cannot follow anymore. And so that's the place where we are. So Jennifer believes that if you're able to develop techniques that can select only the right data for training and also labeling them appropriately, and join that ability with another element of machine learning that is coming up, it's called transfer learning, then we will be much closer to algorithms or an ecosystem of machine learning that is more resembling of human capabilities. Not going to be the same, but it's going to be a step towards that. Now, what it is transfer learning, just for you to understand in a millisecond, it's very simple. Suppose as a human being, in order to use this pen, I had to push this button. So in the very moment I learned this, I understand that there is some kind of button that I need to push in order for the tip to come up and then for me to, write on a piece of paper. Then suppose somebody gives me this other pencil. The pencil doesn't have really a button here, but as a human being, I can recognize that there is a button here. And probably when I click on this button, the tip will extrude. So that's what transfer learning is in a nutshell. So it's basically the ability to learn something in a context and then apply it to a different context. And so what Jennifer's saying is, if we can combine that with the ability of self-train some of these models, we will have a net result, the algorithms that are more intelligent. So with that said, if you're interested in this topic, you want to see the entire interview with Jennifer, please subscribe to the channel and you will get the notification when it is published. And if you're interested in more of these videos, please subscribe again to the channel, and we'll be happy to come back with another episode here on Conversational Artificial Intelligence. Thank you so much.